Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wildcard Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL. Because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Mariota now. Green brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got nothing. What?
Now Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man. It's Brown. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota going underneath for Lewis. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Fights off the defender. Still on his feet. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the draw, this is Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready. 59, mark. Check, 59. Watch the out.
Jackson on first down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Balazs, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The starting defense for the Titans.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And here now the offense heading back out there. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records. But there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota, he's got Green. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Derrick Henry pushing his way through. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Throwing, Mariota, and Walker has it. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. There's a 2nd and 3.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got Jack Doyle. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now back back out comes the offense. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Mariota to throw it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. And that's complete. It's Green here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. This is Lewis.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Cohen, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. And some room to roam now. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and send kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. That is caught by Rodgers for a Dolphins touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry is a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He finds his target. It's Matthews. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got Rodgers. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Balaj. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. After the penalty, it's Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He completes it to Tate. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota finding Green complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Mariota on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Brown, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second down. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Green brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Mariota. He's got his man. This is Tate. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. and it is the Denver Broncos who are moving on as they were able to eliminate the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Keep playing.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I got it. Shut up.
Now Balaj. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson, that one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He finds Matthews. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Mike 5-9. Let's go, B, let's go.
To throw again is Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
All day, all day.
On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They go play action with Jackson. Finding Knox there, complete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They run it with Balaj. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Wake with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Mariota. Got him in. It's Brown. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. On 1st down, Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
57 to right. Watch 57. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Again, it's Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check 55, Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Mariota to throw it, and Walker has it. And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That one a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Andy Isabella, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. C.J. Mosley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Well, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give them 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here comes Cohen. Broken tackle. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt run it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch the screen.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Ebron's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Adam Thielen, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Throwing is Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
57's right. Get him.
To throw is Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed. First-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you thought your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. But he hits his tight end, Ebron. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now Mariota and the Titans down 21-10, a minute 54 on the clock. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. First down, Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Safe.
He finds Matthews. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here I come.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Check. Fragno.
And they take a knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.